Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live at a charge for a little Chop Racing action live here on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Signature Esports, your platform for cinema racing and the iRacing community. Good to see you all out there. Hopefully, you're all having a fantastic evening. Thank you to the folks out there sitting through the pre-race festivities that we have going on out there. You know, the countdown, the fantastic drivers that you get to watch kind of warm up there and just enjoy it. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, one of the best quad ovals ever to be built and continuing to function to this day, except for NASCAR rented it as a road course this year, and I hope they bring back the quad oval. I just found it a little bit more interesting to be a quad oval than maybe the road series, but that's just me. That's how I see things and look at things. Some of your opinions, Sebastian. Hopefully you're having a good weekend out there as well, or a good start to your weekend if it is a start to your weekend. Thursday night racing here for the Chop Xfinity series. They're in week 15. And here's your race information. They are going to run 90 laps, 50% fuel. It's going to put them on pit road roughly about 16 to 18 laps, I do believe. I think that's pretty good close call to what we see there. We'll see throughout the race, though, because my fuel calculator it's been off. So let's see if I can get it right. 2.5 miles in length. Speeds in excess of 197 miles an hour, almost 200 if you can get into the draft. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that on the straightaways. Very, very loose, very light cars. It's going to be interesting. 10-mile-an-hour wind will be important here. 108 degrees at the time of qualifying. The air temperature 74 degrees, 49% humidity, partly cloudy skies might play a factor if they can get these cars leveled in. But I do think that we're going to see some pack racing for a little bit, maybe some single file racing for a little while, and if it runs green, we will see. But this track is spicy. You see the 83 right there, kind of popping off track right there. Adminbox.com 2X's, make sure you utilize that. Balla Status, if you want to be a Balla Status, find the Chop Racing Facebook group, donate to them, and you become part of the Balla Status. B&B Music, of course, out there. Francisco Corella, being amazing, part of the series here, AMR RC and Paintwork Split Second Gaming. You can find links for those in the description on Facebook and YouTube, and of course trackracer.com. You see the question mark reference equals Chop Racing. If you utilize that link, they're going to get a discount. They're going to help you, one, get a discount, but two, help give back to this league. They absolutely kill it each and every week. 99 degrees on the race temp. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Andrew Payne's going to be your pole sitter today. No real surprise there, but he's got a lot of fast drivers behind him, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what they're going to be able to bring to the table. Payne has been pretty dominating throughout this series, so there's definitely going to be some drive lines to be adjusted throughout the race, especially with the light cars and the way this track is running. Jesse Priest in the double lat is going to be the outside pole sitter. Fast from the Drinking Bros Racing, Sam King. Michael Stryker Strickland's going to be there in row number 2. Kevin Savoy and Cody Kenzie will make up row number 3. Stephen Isham, Brandon Banks in row number 4. Tony Kivitt, Joseph Grijalva out there in the mix. They're going to be there in row number 5. And let's get rid of that so the logo show up correctly. Bam! There it is. It was stretching kind of weird there. Michael Newbrown, Matt Magder in row number 6 down the starting grid for you. Cam Dario and Mark Rodkin out there. Mark, hopefully we see you get yourself a top 10 today. I'd like to see that Midway Racing driver. Brandon Porter and Charles Garrett will be there in row number 8. Donnell Williams and Chris Breidenbaker, row number 9. Michael Caffrey and Nick Casey out there in the mix as well. Row number 10, bringing up the tail end of the field. From across the pond to our northern neighbors, Kevin Savoy from Canada. Michael Caffrey from, he is, I believe, from Australia. Good to see him out there. 93 of Andrew Payne, ready to rock and roll. Jesse Priest in the raceepi.com double at car, 00 on your screen. Good to see you all out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend, or the start to your weekend. And if you are, make sure that you be responsible. Getting close to the school season starting over here for our kids. Summer's coming down to a wind, and the season is closing. But it's all good. Happy birthday to my to my daughter Bailey. It's her birthday today, so today is a good celebration. She turns 12 today. Love that little one. She is my eyes and ears to the world. Let me tell you. 93 00799. Whole lot of fun. Let's see. Grijalva Thursday night at Indy. Let's go. El Paso ready. Sounds like I'm happy. Yeah, Bailey's absolutely killing it. Wish you were here. Hometown track. As far as feeling better, I can call the race. I'm still swollen from on my left side of the face. Where I'm going to be getting that all looked at here over the next day. Well, tomorrow. To figure out truly what's going on, because I want to be taking care of myself, but at the same time we'll be good to go. But things have lightened up, and as far as feeling better, I'm about, if I were to put a percentage on it, when I go 110%, which is usually every week, it's usually pretty good, but right now I'm about, I don't know, 60-70%. That's where I'd put myself. Anywho, still a races to call, and leagues to make sure that they get the exposure they need, because I love them. They're all amazing. Green flag waves for 90 laps. Sam King all over the back bumper. They're going to be 3 wide early. How about them options? King to the inside. 93 rolls to the bottom. Second lane working for the double out. 93 free on the corner. Everybody's going to be spicy. Flat bank turns here, and it takes a lot of wheel to drive, and that's what you're going to be looking at here. Sam King in that second spot now picks up the spot over the 00 of Jesse Priest, but don't count him out just yet. Kevin Savoy up a spot as well. The inside line kind of worked up a little bit, but the outside line kind of found its own pace. Steven Isham back here in the 6th spot. 23 works. Some fast guys, going to be a good one tonight. I think so. I think we got a lot of fast drivers in here. I think we got a lot of talent. And one of the best Xfinity series I get to call. I like the B-Car, and I like the Xfinity series. And I'm a huge stickler for this series, and this, not just this league, but also the series. I like seeing what everybody's going to be able to go. A little Jack and Coke action from Tony Kivet behind as you see him rolling. He should be live right now, so if you want a side-by-side comparison, make sure you go check him out. Speaking of drivers to go check out, Valerie, much love to you, dear. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Let's see. Drivers to be checking out. There's the 23 who's in up 2 right now. He is rolling his corner. That's Steven Isham finding some Dude White's extra spiciness. These cars are going to be very free into the corner. Left front is going to wear, but that right side is going to be a huge protection. You lose any of that right side, you tap the wall, you're going to lose a lot of straightaway speed. You might be able to catch people in the corners. That straightaway speed is absolutely what you need. 2 of 90 for the drivers as they continue to move around. Let's take a look. I believe Stryker's got the stream up. He does. He's right there. There's the 29. He's right behind the old 23 of Steven Isham there. Good run for him. He's off 2 from the start of the race, but he is still rolling. And I like his gloves. Those who know, I was a Dale Jr. fan for the longest time. Still am a Dale Jr. fan, but, you know, you kind of got to let the dogs do what they do. Ever since he retired, it kind of made me sad. All right, intent is going to be the 47 of Joe Grijalva. Hopefully his camera is not working right now. Let's take a look. Hopefully he didn't. He did. He had to reset his camera. Let's take a. I'll get that fixed real quick, folks. He had to reset his camera. So let's get him rolling. Let's paste that. We'll hit OK. Come on, pop up. There it is. He's rolling. There he is. See, a couple of quick little links, and he'd be good to go. He's into turn 1 right now, and to carry some speed. Turn 1 exit's the harder exit. As you see Mark Rodkin of the 20 get to the wall back here. You carry all that front straightaway speed with the shadow of the front stretch, and it becomes a huge factor when it comes to trying to keep yourself into that bottom groove. You gotta utilize the inner portion of the race line. You see the back straightaway for the. I'm sorry, this is turn 3 and turn 4. 93. You see how the tires kind of hook the bottom of that race line. So he gets onto turn 4, right, or onto the front straightaway here from turn 4. You want to utilize all of that. Here's a good look at what we're talking about. Watch the left front of this car as he out of the throttle, hooks the bottom line, gets his tires right next to the rumble strip there. You don't want to touch it. It'll send you up the racetrack. Turn 2 is the bumpiest turn on the race line. That's when you want to utilize that rumble strip. I think you get yourself back out there. Sam King about a second back. Jesse Priest in the next behind him. 2.2 back, or pretty darn close to it. But here's turn 3 as they get into the corner. Next to the wall. Drops all the way in, out of the throttle, into the corner. You have to approach each turn a little bit differently. 3 runs a little faster than 1 and 2 because of the shadow that's created. And turn 4, not as bumpy, but very wide because of the pit road entrance right there. So you'll see him come down the front straightaway. Sam King holding on. Jesse Priest right there with Kevin Savoy behind. Savoy looking for some Xfinity Series action to continue to roll the corner. And right now you see him get into it. Very heavy. Very, very heavy. Valerie, I look forward to your chats every week. Hope however you did. You're recovering. You had a little accident last Sunday and bruised up your legs and knees pretty bad. What'd you do? Did you fall? Hopefully you didn't fall. I had some sweat. For those who were asking out there about me feeling, I put a post out there talking about it on Sunday. It was last Friday. I started noticing that I was just not feeling well, I thought I was getting sick and all that stuff. And then I noticed some swelling on the side of my face, and then basically just getting headaches and being nauseous. Thought it was my inner ear, my equilibrium, something going on there. But been able to get it subsided, and little aspirin regimen and some water hydration. Solid after. Outside of that, we're just gonna figure out what it is. A long time ago, I had a head injury where I had a fracture on my skull, and it caused some similar swelling. So that's kind of what I'm trying to make sure is not going on. I don't have that same thing happening, but I feel okay. I don't feel as nauseous as I did before, but just not all the way there, but I can still get out here and call it. But yeah, ice pack a day. All kinds of stuff. We'll see the doctor, and maybe the doctor will fix up some stuff for me. It'll be good. Grijalva at the internet cable company all day today, and his. I hope they did, because if they don't, I'm gonna get a hold of their cable, his cable company myself, and say, hey, look, I'll come dig a line for him. Feeling a little bit of your knee. Oh, I have to go to YouTube to look at that. Let's see. Bruce, I believe. Your knees hit the concrete. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Good to see everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Chats are live on all 3. I'm trying out a system for YouTube, because I like you guys being able to chat on YouTube. That's kind of one of the things that kind of keeps me looking at what's going to be different. Savoy gets ahead of Jesse Priest, but don't count out Jesse just yet. He is super fast. He is ready to roll. Priest 51.35 on the iRating scale. Huge speeds down the straightaway. Isham 26.40. A lot of talent in here. Cam Dario here 17.57, trying to get back to that $2,000 mark. Tony Kivinoff won the 76, rolls right there with Grijalva in front of him. And everybody free off that turn 1. That's what I was talking about. You carry all that speed into that shadow, that shadowed area on the front straightaway, and then basically, see the back straightaway, you get about 190, 191. Actually, we can pull up that dashboard look. But the front straightaway is where you carry all that speed. Here's Sam King. He's closing down some distance to Andrew Payne. He was about 1.4 back just a moment ago. We'll see if he's going to be able to carry that speed. A little free off the corner there, but that front straightaway is where he's going to be able to carry it. The track gets a little bit cooler here because of where the grandstands are. Not much as far as the wake of the shadow looks right there, but I promise the wind blocks it. It's a lot less open. You carry a little bit more speed. Last time by, Sam King, his top speed was 195 through the front straightaway. On the back straightaway, we'll see here, there's Andrew Payne, 177, trying to get up to that 190 mark, 185. Well, it said 191, a clip there, so maybe 191. So from 191 to 195 into the from the difference on the straightaways, that's kind of what we were seeing out of here. So 163 into the corners, huge run. Your gift will be shipping tomorrow. We have one request though. Yes, absolutely. What is your request? I completely forgot about that. All right, let's see. Thank you for the likes and the shares and all that stuff out there. Reminder that likes and follows and shares and all that stuff help the league. Not only do they help the league, but of course they help Signature Esports as the platform. But they do help the leagues get more exposure, and we like these drivers having all the exposure they can get. So if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that like button. That you open it while Grava is racing and dead. And yeah, absolutely. I could do that. For sure. Absolutely. We can do that. We can do that. Would love to see it. I look forward to it. We'll make it a spectacle. Oh, I like it. Payne, King, Savoy. Andrew Payne out front. Sam King trying to work it here. Kevin Savoy in that third spot, 2.6 back. Jesse Priest trying to manage tires and speed. Opportunities knocking for the drivers. The Xfinity Series does not have stages, but the Cup Series does. Something I learned this past week. I like it. Steven Isham closing in on Jesse Priest at the moment. Stryker right back there as well. Stryker trying to make some things work. And we'll have some fun. Yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. I will do that. I will make sure that we do that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nick Casey in the 86. I don't know what happened to that. But Nick, I think Nick is running some numbers. He's not racing right now. He's not on the grid. So he might be. I don't know if he might be race controlling right now. I don't know. Candario into pit road. He's going to be the first driver to take he's going to take some aspirin for me. He's driving. I tell you what, everybody can get out there and run the Goodies headache powder or Bear. It's all good. Oh man! So he's going to be the first driver to pit road. Long pit roads here, and not only that, but a big lap. We're talking 55 seconds right now. About 1.8 second fall off for the drivers, and something to keep in mind later on in the race. I mean, you can get to pit road and you can leave pit road with that without leaving or without losing a lap, but you have got to get up to speed when you come off of pit road exit out of 2. You have the service road exit right there, and this is turn 2. It carries all the way around, and then right there's where you're going to have to start finding your pace and grabbing that extra gear. And right now, you see Andrew Payne being closed in on by Sam King. Kevin Savoy in third. He's starting to close down the distance. Andrew Payne, very good about burn. Andrew Payne burns the tires off the car, but he does it so fast that it makes it tough for everybody to catch up to him. So a full send kind of moment for the 93. Short pitting going to help. I think short pitting is only going to help drivers that are in 5th and back. There's Jesse Priest coming to pit road early, lap 15 for him. And you can make this every 15 laps. So if he comes in on 15, 30, they have 6 sets of tires for these drivers. So 15 is a good number. But you're going to have to get out there and burn up the pace. You see the 93 very free into the corner there. He has to basically whip that corner around. And it's very, very, very interesting to see. Do I think that they're going to be able to do something with it? I think so. Jesse Priest leaving pit road. So is Brandon Porter. Brandon Porter's coming to pit road this time by Matt Magner off of pit road. He's getting his pit cycle taken care of. So green flag pit stops underway. As 3 and 4 are busy with the 93 and the 7. So we'll see if the drivers even out their pace and pit strategy, because I'd want to be out there with more grip all the time. Sam King and Andrew Payne coming to pit road. Kevin Savoy. Ooh, Sam King had to lock up the tires there. Stryker's going to stay out. But Kevin Savoy's your new race leader here. As they get into pit road, somebody had to really burn off the tires and lock them down. That's something that you see out of these drivers. 16 of 90 being completed. So I guess my prediction was correct. About 15 to 18 laps. I think if you trying to save fuel, 18 is probably the most that you could get. We'll see. Kevin Savoy, your race leader. Stryker in fifth, and 5 seconds back in second. Brandon Banks there as well. We see the 11 coming off pit road, and Brandon Porter's going to be marked 1 lap down. So is Matt Magner here. But that's only for the time being. We'll see exactly what's going to happen as Kevin comes around 3 and 4. No doubt he's going to be looking at pit road this time by. Stryker might be doing the same thing. We'll see as they come and go through the strategy. CJ, thank you for the like. Much love out there as well on the Facebook platform. That's something that you got to kind of keep in mind on what these drivers are going to be doing. Kevin comes to pit road. Charles Garrett in the 24 going to be looking at pit road as well. Donnell Williams. There's going to be Chris Breidenbaker in the 83. Mark Rodkin looks at pit road as well. Andrew Payne in the 93. Trying to carry more speed. Sam King, 3 seconds. He had a little bit slower of a pit stop there on his pit road time, so he's going to have to make up that time over the course of the race line. If I'm Sam King, I might be thinking about, because he has the longer run speed, I might be thinking about trying to catch up some time on the next pit stop. That's where, Indianapolis, for most of the part, with the 18 to 20 car fields, they typically run green. And as they run green, that's something that we have to keep in mind and bear in mind as Kevin Savoy will go back to third as Sam King comes up to pace speed here. Kevin rolls the corner. Jesse Priest back to fourth. He was able to make up some of that ground as well, so he's going to be up to speed. And he was a couple of spots back, but he did run his fastest lap this last time by 53.60. As the time progresses, you're going to see him pick up the tail of the 99 there, try to catch that draft, get up to race pace. As the 99 gets up to race pace, the double out will try to work his way back to the corner. Kevin and Sam King, Jesse Priest, Cam Dario, all these drivers looking at the 93. They need a lot of speed. And right now, Cam Dario, when he came to pit road, took right side tires only. Came in on 12, so he's finding himself a good pace. Fastest lap of the race last time by, 53.28. Sam King, 53.45. Very, very constant, very consistent. Trying to make it work. Man, oh man, good to see you all out there. Can't wait. Little something from her family. Hey, I thank you very much for even thinking. You don't have to ever do that, folks. You don't have to ever send gifts or presents or anything like that. I appreciate everybody just the same. We try to make sure that we take care of our own, and this has been a long journey over the last couple of years to get this thing rolling. And I've had my ups and downs, so if you guys are sending gifts and stuff like that, I appreciate you. You don't have to. You don't ever have to, but I thank you very much. I know that I'm excited to see what we've got going on and what you guys are going to be bringing. Kevin Savoy he runs his fastest lap this last time by. Grijalva does find himself in 7th right now. Cody Kinsey off a couple, but Kinsey can run his own race and run his own line. We've seen what he's been able to do. Even just being maybe a lap or so down, if he finds himself a lap down, he'll save his pace. He'll get himself rolling. Very impressed with the number 2 and the 4. Ricky Rose Racing represented very well. Stryker right back here behind Brandon Banks. He's off 6 from the start of the race, still trying to make it work and make things happen. Thank you so much. One of these days, I'm gonna have to meet you all, and I hope that we can. Hope we can get out there and meet you folks and have some fun and enjoy the festivities that I have planned. 20 of 90 hydrate time for everybody. Make sure that you have all of your drinks, whatever you're drinking. And if you're out there driving, listening to the broadcast, well, try to do it on a straightaway. But cheers to you. Much love to you. back at it running. 17 of the 2 going around Cam Dario here. The 2 tires trying to make up space there, making it work. That's something that we might see some other drivers do, try to pull a little bit of time and some of that strategy by only taking 2 tires to be able to maintain that pace, especially over the long haul. If they can have a few extra seconds to gain a position or gain a couple of positions, that'll be something to look at. Cody Kinsey right now, driver we're looking at, has Stryker in front of him, who's off 4, had 6, but been able to make up a couple of paces, a couple of spots here. Brandon Banks up 1, Grijalva up 4 in front of these drivers, making some things work. Andrew Payne still out front, 3.7 seconds. Does have Matt Magner behind him. Matt Magner scored a lap down. He's trying to get his lap back, a little right side damage for the 27. We shall see what happens. Here are the B cars. We do need a meet and greet. That's absolutely something that I really want to do. It's something that I'm putting into the works for everybody to be able to be a part of. All the leagues will have all the leagues that I've broadcasted for, of course, and all the drivers will have a lot of priority here. Things that we want to make sure that we take care of for the folks, because I want to make sure that we showcase all these folks as much as possible. Right now, 25 of 90, about 5 laps before some of the pace. And right now, Sam King back to 3rd. Big story. Kevin Savoy starting to find some more ground, find some more pace. He's right there. Has a little dirty air on the nose of Sam, who started 3rd. Right now, Kevin trying to get himself in there. Oh, Sam King up into the wall. Caution's going to come out here. Caution should come out. There it is. Free off the corner. Not sure what happened. A big windmill and helicopter issue there. Caution comes out for the first time. As you see Fred the Barney flagman. They call him Barney in iRacing. I've always called him Fred before I knew he actually had a name. As Andrew Payne will lead him around here, and we'll have our first caution. Caution's brought to you by good friends over at MCI Graphics. It looks like he was just free. He tried to send it into the corner. Let's take a look. I kind of want to go into the cockpit view because this is kind of what we'll be telling here. Heavy speed into the corner, into the corner, into the corner, into the corner. Back into it. Oh, it's just free. Oh, he's just free. Oh. And then committed. Didn't let out of the gas. At speed, this is what it looked like. Oop, we got to back it up here. Here's what it looked like at speed. One more time for you. He's just free. Commits himself to it. Tries to save it. Boom. And the best windmill you could ever ask for. Well, it does happen. Helicopter award for our good friend over there. Back to live. Andrew Payne will be your race leader, and no doubt, a lot of drivers coming to pit road. Matt Magner will be your lucky dog. He'll get that free pass, a chance to get himself to pit road, get some of that damage taken care of. Long pit stops here, so this will tighten everything back up for the drivers. Kevin Savoy's second in line here, trying to make some things work. Jesse Priest able to back up the corners, get himself to 3rd here. Was in 4th at the time of the caution, but Sam King now out of the race. Unfortunate. He had a strong car, and that dirty air shook up that car. And man, tell you what, that was interesting to see. Everybody taking tires? Yeah, everybody's taking tires. The only person who didn't take tires there, I believe Stryker, went ahead and got himself a little right side stuff and some fuel. I think he might have only taken fuel only. All right. Pit strategies all changing up. They should go back to green flag racing at 29, so we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be great to see and to be able to host a live event where we can have people in place. Of course, you know, we couldn't do that during the COVIDical era during the pandemic. So because we couldn't, I wanted to try to do something. It just did nothing ever worked out. I couldn't get it all worked out in time, and had some issues on my end that forced me to have to delay that and postpone that. So because of that, here I am. I'm gonna be planning it for sometime this November after the NASCAR playoffs, because I want to make sure that people are going to the NASCAR playoffs don't have to give up any of their stuff to be at one of our events, because you know it's just important. They'll go back to double file here. We'll go back to green flag racing on lap 30, and it will be a good race. 3 pace laps here, a little bit long, and that's why you don't want cautions at some of these bigger tracks, because pace speed's roughly about 65 miles an hour, and to go around a 2.5 mile track is it takes some time, that's for sure. 29.93, 23 double lot. Kevin Savoy back to 5th where he started. He'll have some work cut out for him. Grijalva's going to be there as well. Brandon Banks. And now's a chance for drivers to start pushing their cars a little bit. Michael Caffrey, biggest mover of the race, up 8 spots here. Matt Magner, of course, able to get back on the lead lap here. Brandon Porter doing just the same, trying to find himself a little bit of extra ground. See a lot of folks going live on Twitch right now. Much love to you. Stick around if you're watching on Twitch. We'll raid somebody over there at the end of the race after the driver interviews. You are out there on the rest of it. You'll be at NASCAR. That's what I remember. You're going to be at Texas, right? You're going to go to Texas Motor Speedway. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Valerie, you'll have to send pictures. We'll have to get you into Discord so you can share your pictures of you and your family out there. I like to see that stuff. Of course, post it on Facebook and all that for you. I like seeing it. I want to do more content, more creation, more of that stuff. They're going to extend this one more lap, so lights are on the pace car one more time as people start to get some things taken care of. Brandon Porter had to come back to pit road here for some reason. Not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe he's looking at something here. Texas is a great track. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic night out there. I like this stuff. I like seeing it. All right, they're going to do it again. One more lap around. So go back to green on 31. That'll put them in on 45, 60, 75, and then they should run it to the end. So we'll see what happens over the course of this race line. Stephen Isham there to the inside. We might go ahead and just do an onboard with the 23 when we go back to green flag racing. Skokie Esports, a part of the platform out there, trying to continue his streaming ways as well. So he sponsors our driver cams each and every day. Caution's brought to you by MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. You got to look for Michael Coulter Jr. If you want yourself a throwback paint scheme, that's going to be one of the guys that I recommend, especially because he's got such a creative talent in doing that. Michael Coulter on Trading Paints. Find him there. Give him a follow on that. Use one of his paint schemes, or if you need something for yourself, make sure that you get out there and you get a hold of him, and he's pretty affordable, pretty reasonable on his prices. He'll be able to take care of you pretty darn quickly. Oh dang. That works, Valerie. Much love. Tell you what, you're about to be the Signature Esports #1 family out there. We got the Woodards, we've got the Grijalvas, we've got the we've got the Beverleys, we've got I tell you what, if there ever were to be a rivalry, I'd have as far as between families and stuff like that, I have like it would be the Hatfield and McCoys through sim racing. Be awesome. Oh man. All right, much love, everybody. Make sure you're out there getting those likes up there on the platforms. If you like the videos, please do so. and keep rolling. It's going to be good. Full send. How about a green flag? Yeah. Tires very important in this aspect. Grijalva to the outside of the 23. Turn 3 is about to be busy here. These cars are so red-lined here. Andrew Payne able to take the lead pretty easily there. 47 up next to the wall, 23 to the inside. Stryker able to hold on to third here as they continue to roll. 47 is going to be able to maybe clear here. We'll see. Can carry the straightaway speed. The draft is going to help. 23 is going to have to slide right up where the 47 is if he can. Doesn't look so. Looks like Kevin Savoy is going to be right up there as well. So it's hard to be stuck on the inside on one of these race lines. A little back up the corner of the 47. It's going to be clear. It's going to be able to run in that higher groove. Needs that natural line because if not, you kind of wear the tires out just a little bit heavily. 47 going to be clear of the 29. He's going to slide into his race spot right there. Good run so far. Grijalva right behind. Jesse Priest. Oh, did his camera shut down again? No bueno. Yeah, it did. It shut down. Dang it. It's all good. It's all good. Back to me. Touch the feel of Indy. The Brits are heavy. 2 up the racetrack. 4 is going to be there. Stryker gives and bears some room. 2 is going to be there side by side with a 4. 76 in the mix as well. It's Tony Kivitt there trying to make the DVR team roll a little bit higher. 2 is going to be in that second lane. Brandon Banks clears as Cody Kinsey rolls the corner. Stryker back here in the 29. Here's Cody Kinsey and Tony Kivitt. Brandon Banks at 6, 7, 8 for the DVR team. Somebody who's not done yet. I never count this driver out. He gets top 5s basically by being the most patient driver I've ever seen. There's Michael Newbrow, 77, a little free right there out of turn 3 onto the turn 4. You watch the pace, watch the race pace as Stryker drops back a little bit here. Tried to get himself some extra points by leading. That's what he did. And he's kind of dropping heavily now as Newbrow looks to go to 11th. Newbrow to the inside, or trying to be to the inside of the 29. You don't want to get tight off the corner. You want to roll that corner as much as you can. He's going to be there inside turn 2. Will clear the 29. 29 rolls the corner. Patience is going to be the biggest factor here for all of the drivers. How about 1 and 2, 1.8 apart? And right now, somebody's stepping. Who's that stepping out of line back there? Oh, there's Tony Kivitt. Charles Garrett to the high side. Has Donnell Williams going to the inside. Donnie getting some fun. He's running the MCI Graphics 82. Love to see it out there. Charles Garrett trying to hold on. Charles is going to get a win very soon. I see it. 93, double outs. Grijalva to third. Steven Eashaman fourth now. Kevin Savoy trying to rebound. And he was catching Andrew Payne. And the caution probably the one thing that deterred that from being more of an impact than what it was. So Kevin Savoy here trying to work the back bumper of the 23 as they come around here. The turn 1 cam looks as such down the back straightaway. 99's committed to the inside. And now the 23 is going to try to roll. Here's the 99 side by side for P4. As he rolls the corner, 23 is going to let him have it. And then roll the bottom side on the exit. You see that second lane, very nice for both of those drivers. Grijalva right there in third as the 99 tries to close down some pace. 2.3 back. Jesse Priest trying to be patient here. Andrew Payne still running some of the fastest laps on the racetrack, 53.80. I talk about him burning tires off. If you can have some patience, Jesse Priest, 54.42, had a good pit stop, 13.7 seconds. So he did take 4 sets of tires. Was able to make up some ground there but still about a second slower than Andrew Payne's pit stop, even under caution. Alice, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Payne, Preece, Grijalva. It'll be your top three. Savoy, not done yet. I talked about Kevin yesterday. He had some bad luck in the Winston Throwback Series yesterday, out of the race early. And he is looking for some good luck, good fortune going your way. Because sometimes, just like in real racing, you know, you don't want to see good drivers have any issues. But it just seems like he's had the target symbol on his back for some incidental stuff for a couple of races. But nothing bad, nothing undoing here. Jesse Preece in the two. He's had a top three finish here in the series, and good to see him out here running, getting some killer laps in. Payne trying to hold on as well. I want to take a look at the points for the series in the Xfinity Series. Right now, Andrew Payne, 13 starts, 6 wins, dominating in fashion. Jaron Valley, second in the point standings, 11 races, 11 starts. Cam Darios is going to be third in points. He's going to be able to pick up some time here and some points. He's going to need it for sure. Andrew Payne, 931 laps led in the series. And you try to find a way to fix the race so that way he doesn't win all of them, but he's just very talented, very, very good at a race line for that driver. Let's see, Chad Waller, fourth in points, Grijalva, fifth in points. He's going to be looking at picking up some pace here too, get a good finish here. We'll get him some good points. Cam Dario has a win. Jesse Bunnell has a win in the series. Parker Ritzleff, of course, had a win. He came in his second race and just blew the doors off of everybody. It was insane to see. And Kevin Savoy has 2 wins on the series. So we're going to be looking at Kevin trying to battle back and get that third win of the series. He goes to third now. He's up 2 spots from the start of the race as Grijalva looks at fourth. Grijalva's still up 6 spots, so that's nothing to sneeze at. He started 10th. He's in fourth. Michael Caffrey in that 77. He is still up 9 spots, and he is definitely figuring out this racetrack. Has the 17 of Cam Dario in front of him, 4 spots gained. Cody Kinsey off 2 behind his teammate. Still trying to work that throttle. Cody good on the long run, and we saw him get better and better over the course of that first big stint. Caffrey looking to try to poke the nose to the inside, gives up that kind of race line. Looks at what he's got going on here too. To the corner behind the 76-17, a little free into turn 4, front straightaway for these folks. And I tell you what, nothing wrong with what they've got going on. 40 of 90. We'll see these drivers maybe come to pit road around 45, 46, or 47 to complete their pace. And I hear the 93 in the clutch here. Maybe try to save something here. The double lot of Jesse Preece rolls the corner just the same. He's got the 99 behind as Kevin Savoy works this race line. They are just fast, all of them. B-Car Xfinity Series, a huge step out there and a huge set of action. I like it all. 3.1 to Andrew Payne. Payne's last lap, 55.13. Jesse Preece, 55.06. Kevin Savoy, 54.76. So quarter second, the difference, 99 behind the double lot. And maybe some drag race down the front straightaway here as the 99 tries to make it clear. Quarter panel, side by side, turn 1, 99 in. Double lot's going to roll right behind him. This is intelligent racing by both of these drivers. Double lot can pick up that pace, follow the line of the 99, and get himself into a little bit of that draft area, that draft zone, and save some fuel as well. 41 of 90. Andrew Payne out front again. Good drive lines for all the drivers. Everybody behind Andrew Payne a little bit faster. Preece and Grijalva just a touch slower. Stephen Isham still trying to roll the corner. Brandon Banks a little bit faster than the race leader as well. We'll see what kind of lines they're going to be able to find here. Mark Rokin went off track. He's got some right side damage that happened on lap 40, but Mark will be just fine so far. Long pace laps will get him a chance to get a few seconds repaired. And right now, Savoy in the hunt for Andrew Payne as they come around. Cam Dario choosing to come to pit road right now. So he'll find himself for his green flag pit stop. So is Rodkin. Good run. Fast pace, fast speed. Adminbox.com, 2 X's. Do yourself a race control box. I absolutely love those things. They're amazing. And they're continuing to make updates and upgrades to their system to be one of the best out there. So please go check them out. Adminbox with 2x's.com. B&B Music, Francisco Corella out there on the music side of things, as Andrew Payne looks to try to break the draft. There's not much draft behind him. I tell you what, the speed's the same for the drivers, so I will say that Andrew Payne clears 1 and 2 very nicely. Kevin Savoy sideways off the corner. You see the tire marks back there. Maybe trying to push the envelope of the car a little bit more here. And we're talking, these drivers ran the same exact lap last time by, so they're going to be looking at huge runs here. Kevin really trying to find any kind of pace here. Cam Dario is going to be right behind the race leader. He'll be your first car 1 lap down. Francisco Corella, area code 310-494-1066 between the Beverly Hills, California area. Find Big Money Bash music out there and give him a holler. Say, hey, I've got this idea. 2.9 to Kevin Savoy, and I tell you what, having a lap car with you brings the air off of your car. There's Cam Dario in the 17 behind the 93, and that actually can pull, as much as it would push the car, Cam's going to be right there to the bottom side. He's going to give a lot of room to the 93. He's going to carry a lot of speed. Andrew Payne will let this kind of happen here, which is a good sign, because if you get a car up behind these cars, the way that these cars run, there's the downforce package is greatly improved based on the little free for the 93. Get a little wall tap out of that. That pace will slow that car down, and you saw how much time that Kevin Savoy was able to make there with the lap car in the mix. 93, little right side. You see it crinkled in to the right side, but that shouldn't play too big of a factor. Kevin still running clean. Don't see any right side on he. There's Joe Grijalva to third. He's good to go so far. Steven Isham in the 23 rolls the corner very nicely. Brandon Banks looking for another top 5 here of the series. Payne 2.5 in closing. Savoy was 2.4 and some change. Now 2.5. Still rolling that corner. He's going to have to get to pit road. Kevin, one of the best of getting to pit road. And you see that kind of working his own pace. Jesse Priest to pit road. Newbrow. Caffrey coming off pit road. There's Matt Magner there as well. Andrew Payne into pit road. Kevin Savoy is going to be your race leader. He comes around, wants to stay out an extra lap. Andrew Payne working that corner. Grijalva, Brandon Banks, Steven Isham down to pit road as well. All these drivers in. Tony Kivitt, Cody Kinsey, as Kevin looks one more lap in the face and says, I got you. Striker to second. He'll be happy to get tires on that car. $15 back in closing. Michael Newbrow, a lap down right now, will be looking to come around and possibly make the pass on the 99 on the front straightaway. 99 looks probably to come to pit road here. Gets another lap led for that driver. See, looks to pit road. 56 is going to be there. See, 99 get to pit road. It's going to have to lock it up. He does. He is good to go. 60 miles an hour is pit road speed, and he will be there. Striker comes around, 15 seconds to the good. He'll be coming to pit road as well. Andrew Payne, your race leader, as Jesse Priest, 4.5 back. Payne right here out of, I think that's turn 3. And turn 4 right here. Looks to the front straightaway. Kevin Savoy in his pit stall here is going to need a good pit stop. And take those tires, take that fuel run. Front straightaway for Andrew Payne. Kevin Savoy will be looking to leave pit road this time by. That's a huge, huge pit stop here. Savoy to second as Andrew Payne is going to look at some time gain. Jesse Priest coming around the corner here, 4.7 back. Savoy pretty much right where he was at, but now needs to really pick up the pace. He was about 2.8 back whenever he came to pit road. Now Andrew Payne out there a lap more with those fresher tires. We're going to have to see what the race line is going to work for him. We're about 2 pit stops away. I'm sorry, at least 2 pit stops away, 2.5 pit stops away from these drivers finishing this race. Yeah, crunch the numbers. It's time to go. Andrew Payne out front, free out the corner. Front straightaway, Kevin Savoy out of 3 and 4 is going to have that straightaway working for him. Jesse Priest solid for 3rd. Stephen Isham in 4th right here with Brandon Banks behind. Cam Dario up 7. Caffrey up 12. In 7th here has Tony Kivitt behind. Kivitt up 1. Cody Kinsey off 3. Don't count him out just yet. Grijalva had a little bit of a slow pit stop there. I think he might have missed his pit stall or at some point there because he spent a lot longer on pit road than he needed to, and he's got some left side damage on that car. Payne out front, 4.9. Savoy going to have to go to work here if he's going to have any chance of catching him over the next, basically 42 laps. Oh, man. Good run. Good little race line. This is a long, 90 laps at Indy is a long race. And it's a long race to, like, if this was 25 laps for the cycle, they had stages. I think it would just go to Andrew Payne every time. We get to see drivers try to work their long haul here, even with shorter pit cycles. You get to see how the fuel strategy and the cars work together. Only one caution in this race so far. That was King. King got free off of 2 going back to 3rd. Got free out of 1. Got into 2, and then the wall kind of into his race right there. And unfortunate circumstances for Sam King. He was fast here as well. But yeah, it is the way the cookie crumbles. Last lap for Andrew Payne, 53.34, is just cooking right now. Front straightaway, Kevin Savoy, 4.9 back. Andrew just needs to run his line, run where he can, and don't try to deviate from the plan. He'll be fast, be able to do what he can. Kevin's going to have to find more time on pit road, and maybe pitting a lap sooner than Andrew Payne might help out that situation. We shall see, because we know that Kevin over the long haul has been able to catch Andrew Payne. Jesse Priest, solid where he is at. A top 3 night for him would be absolutely fantastic to be able to see Stephen Isham in 4th here as they continue to work. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much. Like, follow, subscribe. Going to take a vocal break as these drivers work their line as we see a whole lot of room and a whole lot of things happening here. As Grijalva looks to be under fire, a little left side damage for him. Newbrow, I told you to keep your eye out on Newbrow. We're going to do it. Hydrate break coming up for me. You do the same out there. Cheers to you. Full send. Cut a moment. Back at it again. See a lot of drivers trying to make some moves here. Kinsey to the outside of Cam Dario. Going to be off one. He is trying to get back to sixth. His teammates in front of him, Tony Kivitt, Brandon Banks, they are all tracking down Jesse Priest, who has found his own race pace. He is in third, solid right now, a few seconds behind. It's going to be the 23 of Steven Isham, but Brandon Banks looking to try to take that spot away as Kevin Savoy pulls in some of that race time to Andrew Payne. And I talked about where Kevin needs to find his line and find his extra time that he's going to need. Well, that's it right there. That's what he's going to need to see. Much love to you all out there. Hopefully you're all having fantastic evenings and life has done you some good this week. How's the work week going for everybody? How is everybody doing? I love to see you. I love to hear you kind of just hear the lives and the true tales of what you folks are doing out there. We should see drivers come to pit road somewhere around 60 to 62 for the most part in this race line. Right now completing lap 57 as Andrew Payne looks to push a little bit more here. Kevin Savoy catching a little each lap to Andrew Payne. Last 5 lap times for the drivers. Savoy better on all 5. About 0.3 of a second on 55 and 56. We'll see this lap what Andrew Payne was able to complete, 55.33. And about a half second better is Kevin Savoy as they come around here. We're seeing a different kind of race. Andrew Payne super fast and very good on pit road. And getting free now as the tire wear starts to show. So see Cam Dario come to pit road. He's on his pit cycle right now. It's about 2 lap different pit cycle than the rest of the field. He will have to try to salvage a couple of laps of race pace. So we'll see what happens if he's going to run a lap longer each race line. As we see Andrew Payne look at the front straightaway here. Lap times over the course of the last basically 4 or 5 laps of the race line. Kevin catches pretty consistently, and that's what we saw before. We'll see this time by 2.8 is the race pace that the 93 has been able to pack here. And 2.7 now as Kevin Savoy looks to close Andrew Payne, saving some of the tire. Maybe Andrew saves the last couple of laps to be able to make sure that he doesn't have to bark the tires on pit road or get down there and try to have any kind of those issues that you would see when it comes to getting to pit road. 59 of 90. I think the 93 may come to pit road either this lap or the next lap. We'll see. 2.5. Yeah, he's going to try to hold on for another lap, and I don't blame him. Make it the even number. That way he makes it a 1 pit stop race. As Kevin Savoy looks at 60. Maybe he comes to pit road with Andrew Payne. That might be a good way to pick up some pace here. He's Andrew Payne free off of 1 there and 2. Looks pretty solid. Getting those tires to settle in. That's a huge issue. Brandon Banks to pit road. He's coming down right now as Payne looks at turn 3. 2.4 separates Andrew Payne and Kevin Savoy. We'll see what happens. Jesse Priest here, 9.8 back. He's catching some time as well. Steven Isham solid for 4th. Tony Kivitt finds himself in 5th. And about 20 seconds to the good. At 93 comes around. He's going to dive into pit road here. So is Kevin. It's a chance for Kevin to... Oh, hold on to it. No. Oh, no. He was trying to make up all that time. Heavy on the braking zone, getting into the corner there. As Andrew Payne looks at the race pace. Tony Kivitt will be your race leader. As he comes around, he's going to lead a lap. Kevin was trying to gain all that time. had the chance. Right side damage for the 93. He's going to take 4 tires and get out of there. Kevin Savoy will be looking at possibly getting a little bit of that damage repaired. Kivett, your race leader right now. Andrew Payne coming off pit road. Jesse Priest for second right now. Stephen Isham in third. I'm sorry, in fourth. So Kivett running his line where he needs to. Brandon Banks looking to try to make some passes here as well. Banks made up some of that time. Getting to pit road a lap earlier than everybody. So he's going to be not far off 11.3 as he looks at his teammate in front of him. Tony Kivett to pit road this time by 20.5 is Andrew Payne. His 3 and 4 look to be his race line. Kevin got his damage repairs, going to come off pit road. Savoy will be looking to try to salvage the race now. As Tony Kivett goes back to second, finds his pit stop. Brandon Banks will come around. He'll be 10.5 off. Kevin was right there to make up that time. That's unfortunate. There's the race leader, the 93. Going around the 11 and put him another lap down. Has the 83 right there. Chris Breidenbaker will be... He's a little slow on the bottom side here. I think he's got some heavy right side. Just keeping an eye out on what's going on with the 83. He may have to come to pit road. 62 of 90, 28 laps. That's the gain. Will be 27 to go this time by. Well, dang, oh, dang. $55 seconds total in his pit stop. 1:32 on pit road. And a lot of time to make up here. Try to salvage his race pace and his race line. Maybe something happens. Going to bring out a caution, tighten them all back up. Andrew Payne right there, trying to track down Kevin Savoy to put him a lap down. That would only benefit the 93. But if there were a restart here, that would be something to look at. Brandon Banks solid for second, 11.5 back. His teammate right behind him. Stephen Isham in fourth, Tony Kivett in fifth, Kinsey in sixth here, Grijalva seventh up 3, Caffrey up 11 still. Ian Newbrow have been battling it out all night long. And a good race line and a good run for him. As Andrew Payne leads here at Indianapolis. Newbrow goes around the 77 here, so he picks up that spot. And if it was ever go time, it is it now for these drivers. Man, oh man. Donnell Williams having a good run. There's Stryker right behind. Stryker has the 77 on lock. A little driver cam action right there. He's got my stream up on the top screen. He's got a lot of stuff going on right there. We like to see it. And a good run. Here's a look from the inside of the cockpit view as he tracks down and Michael Newbrow in front of him. And here are the tires on these cars. They are barking. Ooh, 47 free. Oh, man, he's free. Caution will come out, 47 sideways. Man, he just saw it right in front of him. Dirty air. Little free there. 47, we'll take a look here. That upper groove. And everybody holds on to it. Whoa! Nice save. A great save. The 47. Even though he's sideways right there. It's all good. All good. Caution. Well, I think we'll see a lot of drivers come to pit road. We'll see if they come in for fuel or tires or what they've got going on. Most of the drivers came in, have come in 4 different times, so they're going to have at least 2 sets of tires in the pit stall. Some drivers, remember, didn't take tires. Some drivers have only taken 2 sets of tires. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do. Striker off 4 from the start of the race. Andrew Payne, your race leader, right behind the pace car. Brandon Banks looks at second. Jesse Priest will be third. Steven Isham fourth. Tony Kivitt, Cody Kinsey, Michael Newbrow, Michael Stryker Strickland all the way back here. For eighth, Caffrey doing a phenomenal job of holding on to a top 10 race. Cam Dario, their biggest proprietor here that this kind of helps out, will be Kevin Savoy here. So opportunity strikes. And we'll see if any of the drivers need some damage. Steven Isham stays out. So does Andrew Payne. Brandon Banks to pit road. So Jesse Priest. Newbrow's going to stay out as well. Tony Kivitt in. Kinsey in. Stryker's in. Caffrey's going to stay out. Cam Dario's going to stay out as well. Now, this is a different kind of race. This is a horse of a different color. Charles Garrett should be your lucky dog here. And, interesting. This is a change. It's definitely a change. I like it. Thank you to all the drivers out there. Much love to you. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And all the race fans, we love you. We appreciate you. Charles Garrett coming around. He's got a pretty clean car. He's been just trying to be, bide his time. So he'll come around, and he has to go all the way around and then come to pit road. I don't think pit road is going to be open for him right now. Be surprised if it is. Yeah, he's got to come around, complete the lap, then go to pit road. Be a chance for him there if he does. Kevin getting some more of that damage repaired, which is a great opportunity here for him. He's going to be on the lead lap. It'll be a chance for him to get that car. That car was a little bit slow when he came to pit road. When he came to pit road under the green flag to get those things taken care of. So that's a good situation for him. Andrew Payne leading the field around. They're coming around the front straightaway. Kevin getting as much of that damage repaired as he can. May try to leave pit road. May stay on pit road. We'll see. Is Andrew Payne in the pace car? They are right there. Kevin sticks to his guns. He's going to stay right there. Maybe, hopefully he can get off pit road before the pace car does. There he goes. So Tony Kivitt back to pit road. Michael Caffrey back to pit road as well. I think Caffrey's going to get some of that damage repaired as well. We'll see what happens. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. And we'll have at least one more pit stop here. That's the most important factor of this, is that there will be a pit stop involved. These cars are going to be looking for some heavy racing, some futile racing, so to speak. And a good run. Good to see you all out there. Hopefully you're all having fantastic evenings. I have some drop frames. It did not. Looking at what happened to YouTube there. For a moment, YouTube dropped out. I don't know why. I like to keep an eye on these things. (93, 23, 56, 17, 2, 4). It's going to be your front three rows on the restart of this race. And opportunities present themselves. This is Andrew Payne. As the race stacked up on him again. It's going to need a good restart here. Pace car will dive in off of 4. They at least have to wait for the pace car to get to pit road, to the pit road entrance before they go. So we'll see it right here. Good look at it. Pace car is going to be in right about here. There he goes. Pace car's in. Payne's ready to go. 23 on the outside, 56 on the inside. Green flag waves for the second time, or for the third time for the second caution. Stephen Isham ready to rock and roll. They need to put the 93 in some dirty air. It's the only way that you're going to slow him down. He had such a good restart right there. He is taking off like a bat out of you-know-it. Oh, caution comes out again. Well, oh, no caution, sorry. Breidenbaker had an issue there. He's going to be up on the racetrack here. Long race pace, so there's no cars behind him. Something happened there. We're going to take a look. Like the 24, Charles Garrett was right there. Grijalva to the inside. Oh, I think they were both free. Hold on. No caution here, but we are going to see what happened. Little far chase view. 83 there on the corner. 47 to the inside. 47. Oh. Combination of things. 83 was free, had to let out of the throttle there with Charles Garrett in front of him, and then the 47 carried so much speed there that just is what happened. 20 laps to go. 93 out front. 1.1. Brandon Banks is going to be in third here. And right now, Stryker holding on. Some of the fresher tires, they're starting to work their way up. Brandon Banks is going to be one of those drivers behind the 23 here. Banks did come to pit road. Newbrow off. He stayed out. He's going to be back to 6th. Cam Dario there in the 17. Jesse Priest in 7th right now. This is the way the cycle is going to have to work here. Savoy's last lap is trying to hold on here. Keep up with the structure of the car here. Kevin, 13 laps to go, or with the way that 19 laps to go, he's going to be able to try to find his own pace. 1.45, 53.83 was the last lap of Andrew Payne, and you wouldn't have thought that maybe he was going to be looking at the outside coming in when it comes to his pit stop and his race line. Right now, Brandon Banks is going to have some tires to look at here. Look about 4 seconds off. 4 is going to drop into the corner here. Try to get around the 23. Turn 3 is busy. 29 right behind. 4 into 4. 23 to the high side. 29 to the bottom. Hook in the bottom line. 4 is going to slide up the racetrack. It's going to be very busy right here. As we've got a mix of tires and a mix of strategies. Stephen Isham drops back to 4. Still at 3 spots. Stryker still trying to battle to the inside, trying to make it work. 4 is going to rock into the corner right here. 29 down to the bottom. Huge runs, huge bursts of speed. 18 laps to go. Andrew Payne's going to be looking at this one saying, hey, I'm in the need for speed here. And the drivers behind him, now that they've cleared some time and cleared some air, they're going to be able to try to work something here. 2 seconds the gap and closing. As Andrew Payne will have to at least get to the point where it's 16 laps to go to be able to come to pit road for the final time here. But you don't want to find yourself a lap down with these drivers and try to work it. 29 into the wall a little bit right there. So Payne out here, 1.8 and closing. Drivers coming to pit road this time by. Cam Dario, Tony Kivitt into pit road. They're locking it up hard. Andrew Payne, 17 laps to go. Needs the pace. Needs his speed. 1.92 seconds. He hooks the bottom of 2. Tires are cooled off, so they're going to be able to work a little bit here. 4 of Brandon Banks, his striker behind. Jesse Priest solid for 5th right now. Don't count him out just yet. A lot can happen with 17 laps to go. That's 17 minutes of racing still left in this race as the 93 works the corner. Clicked the wrong button there, folks. Sorry about that. Brandon Banks in the strategy queue. Faster this time by is Andrew Payne, but not by much. Up next to the wall, we're not seeing his tires slick off like they did before, so maybe an adjustment in the car. And the way that he's driving forward to the bottom side, knows that Payne's going to have to come to pit road, so he can just take his time and run consistent lines. If he can run a consistent car and a consistent line here, he'll be just fine. He will still have to come to pit road for a splash and go. As Andrew Payne looks at what he's got here out of 3 and 4. Maybe take it one more lap, is going to go do so. With that caution in there, makes for an interesting race line and a race pace. Michael Newrock comes to pit road. He's going to go ahead and give himself his race pace, 1.5 in closing, as the 93 tightens off the corner here. Brandon Banks finds his race line, finds the suitor here, and Andrew Payne is going to have to think about pit road very soon. Ten spots off is Kevin Savoy. Charles Garrett up 7. Matt Magner up 4. He was a lap down not too long ago. Donnell Williams is going to be up 10 of the 82. Cody Kinsey right where he started. Came in on 67. He's going to short pit here, try to make sure that he's got enough to go. Payne out front, 1.3, and gaining is Banks. Michael Stryker Strickland right behind, 1.8 behind. Jesse Priest closing out the distance as well. You think about what these drivers have to do here. Banks in the race pace here. That's what he's going to be looking at. 93 out of 4. These drivers are closing in on him. He's going to come to pit road this time by. Banks, Stryker and Priest looking at each other here. Priest to the outside, closing the distance down. Andrew Payne to pit road. And Steven Isham comes in. Charles Garrett comes in as well. Brandon Banks, your race leader. 13 laps to go. Hold on. Kevin Savoy came in on 67, took all that damage, got it repaired, trying to keep up with the pace here. 182, his car just does not have the speed that you would normally see here because of that damage, he was trying to lock it up on pit road. That was one of the things that we saw, trying to lock it up on pit road, gain all that extra time, and the car just broke and got free on him. And that has a tendency to happen occasionally. Unfortunate, though. Matt Magner to third, up 9. Donnell Williams comes to pit road. Stryker comes to pit road. Kevin Savoy in on pit road this time by as well. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Andrew Payne, 41 and some change back. In 7th, we'll be looking at the drivers in front of him. He's going to gain a couple of spots here. Banks with 12 laps to go will need to look at pit road as soon as he possibly can to be able to have the pace and the line here. Payne took tires and fuel, 49.62 on his pit stop. Jesse Priest in second. .8 the gap. Brandon Banks. 39.5 to Andrew Payne. Leads the second group of drivers. Right here's Cam Dario. He's got a whole lot of traffic with him there as well. Tony Kivitt. Steven Isham. Stryker to the inside. Newbrow there trying to be as patient as he can. Brandon Banks trying to close down the distance as much as he can here as Grijalva looks in front of him. Grijalva came to pit road on 67 as well. He is free into the corner here. As Banks looks at his race line here. Going to stay out another lap. Race doing the same. Good battle going on here. Stryker with Isham. Kivitt got around Newbrow, but then there were some changes happening. Stryker passed Kivitt again. These guys are duking it out. Some of the best racing out there right now. There is Cam Dario. Steven Isham right behind he. And Stryker works the bottom lane here, free off the corner just a little bit right there. Dirty Air not settling the car very easily on corner exit. 10 laps to go. Brandon Banks still out there. Banks to the inside of the 47. Grijalva trying to stay on the lead lap. Looks like that is not going to be the case. They'll be side by side. 4 free right there. Oh, man. It's a lot of time and a lot of pace. 47 is going to give the line to the 4 there. It was just tight racing. 4 up the racetrack just a little bit. 47 is going to battle back. Going to get his lap back here as the 47 works the corner. 47-4, racing the race leader here. Big shove down the back straightaway. Jesse Priest right there as well. Matt Magner in third. Andrew Payne blinks there. It's around the 77. 4 with Grijalva, 1.2. Grijalva is going to be able to help a little bit here, but not much. That Dirty Air is going to slow down Brandon Banks. Banks needs to clear and break that draft up as much as he can. Because the more that the 47's on his back bumper, it's only helping the 47, not helping the 4 here. He needs that car clear here for the Xfinity car. This was the cup car. I'd say, oh, 47 in the wall. That was right in my ear. James, thanks for the shares and the likes, my man. I appreciate you. Much love, brother. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Hopefully your stream went well. Caution comes out. Was not because of Grijalva. Grijalva was off the racing surface. 8 laps to go. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Holy goodness gravy. At a league race, and that's all right, man. I appreciate you being out there. You're just amazing. Let's see. I think this is where it happened. Oh, he blinked. Oh, he blinked. And that's what brought out the caution. Oh, man, that's no bueno. Here's a look at the battle that was going on here. Banks able to clear the 47, and everything that was happening between them was just they were matching speed. So that was just tight racing, and 47 trying to get his lap back. But here's what happened to Grijalva here. I think he just got tied off the corner. Dirty Air does not help. Here it is. He just got tied off the corner, down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to stay low. He's on the service exit, so that does not bring out the caution, folks. That is not what brings out the caution. if a car is underpowered and there's lap traffic coming, or quote unquote underpower, iRacing throws the caution for a slower vehicle that is it thinks that these guys are having issues. So it is what it is. Banks to pit road. Tires. Gonna have to happen. Payne looks to lead here. Some free pass cars. Mark Rokin's going to come to pit road. Grijalva is out of the race. I tell you what, Brian Baker's going to get his lap back. Donnell Williams is going to be up here looking for a free pass. Kevin Savoy doing the same thing. Kevin's going to be your lucky dog. Good opportunity for Kevin here. He's going to be able to come down and get some more of that damage repaired. Andrew Payne is going to need a whole lot of love right now. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. We'll find out more tomorrow. Not a small. I saw a comment earlier about this being a small field. It's not a small field. It's B cars are roughly about 18. I see on average 18 to 20 cars for the B car series. Not just this series, but pretty much all series. And so that's kind of what you look at. 18 to 20 cars. These cars are a whole different ball of wax, and drivers really like seeing. Drivers who like this car are going to be in tune with this car. So it's not a small field. Small field of 6 cars. I've seen that before. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. Yep, no, not a small field. A lot of different talents here, a lot of different drivers, a lot of different I ratings, but a very, very strong field. And but a good race. Some drivers out right now. King's out. Nick Casey, or I'm sorry, Joe Grijalva's going to be out of the race. Brian Baker's still going to be completing laps. Porter's going to be out there, so we've still got 17 drivers leading. Donnell's going to come to pit road. Donnell would have been a free pass car there, maybe. 83 is going to be a free pass car. So Donnell will still be a lap down here. He chooses to come to pit road. Maybe another caution comes out. Maybe that's what he's thinking. All good things. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. Stryker, the fresher of the tires, the drivers in front of him. Andrew Payne, Stephen Isham will be right there with him. Newbrow's going to be there with him as well. Brandon Banks came in, took fuel. Tony Kibbett. Nobody took tires. Magner took tires. Nobody took tires. Drivers came in on 77. Andrew Payne, Stephen Isham, Stryker came in on 77. Kevin Savoy got the last of his damage repaired, so he's going to be good to go. So the 99 is going to be up there trying to work his race line. He'll be at the tail end of the field here, though, on the restart. He should be. He's coming around to meet up with the race cars here. That's unfortunate. To be able, he's got to drive the whole length of the racetrack before they can tighten back up. I mean, he'll be up to speed, but 30 seconds. He's really going to have to haul Tuckus here. He's into 3, so he should be able to meet up with them here. He will. He's going to be at the tail end of this. It's in here. He's going to have to brake heavy. Pace car's in. Kevin's got to let the 83 by. Green flag. Well, that was unfortunate. 4 laps to go here. Stephen Isham in second, Stryker in third. The more they battle, the more Andrew Payne walks away with this one. Fast early on tires. Slipstream's the bottom corner. 93 is going to have a whole lot of traffic with him this time by. We'll see what they're going to be able to do here. Andrew Payne you give him a restart in a short run. He's going to be good. Looking at his 7th win of the season if he can keep it clean for 3 more laps as they come around to the start-finish line. Everybody free behind. If a driver thinks they have speed, right? Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Wrecking in the back. Caution. Not Charles Garrett. Donnell Williams down pit road here. So a green-white checkered attempt. Looked like Charles Garrett was right there. Something happened here. Take a look. There's Donnell Williams right here and the 82. Oh, 20 hit the wall. Oh, comes in and, oh, man. Mark just free off the corner. Drivers on the inside. That upper lane just does not work. Very tough. So Donnell will come around. He would have been back on the lead lap. 3 laps to go. We'll have our first attempt at green-white checkered here. Devin says you got this striker out there on YouTube. Good race, Graham El Paso is proud. They should be proud. The long race. Long race. It is definitely a long race, folks. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Much love to you. Andrew Payne will have Stephen Isham, Stryker, and Newbrow. Cody Kenzie's going to be up there in 5th. Brandon Banks in 6th. Jesse, Tony Kivitt, Matt Magner, Cam Dario, all inside the top 10. They'll pace around with the pace car one more time. They're going to go back to it. I'm going to hydrate. Y'all do the same. Because it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. We're going to see what happens. first attempt at a green-white checkered. Of course, cautions brought to you by MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. You wreck it, he paints it. That's the philosophy. Payne, Isham, Strickland, Newbrow, Kenzie Banks, Priest, Kivett. DVR with 5 drivers inside the top 10 here. Magner, Dario looking for their top 10s as well. And, man. What do they need? They need speed. They need a good restart. And Andrew Payne. They need to hold off. It's a hungry field behind him for the 7th win of the season. James, thank you for the like out there. CJ, I saw your comment. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Thinking of us over here at Signature Esports. Thinking of me, helping me with some good thoughts and prayers. I appreciate you. Payne goes. Long straightaway. 2 to go. Striker to the inside. 23 up high. Striker side by side with the 29. He's going to need every turn here. Andrew Payne, half-second lead already out of 1 and 2. That's what Clean Arrow do. That's what a restart does. You need to break up the draft of the drivers behind you. And I hope the white flag comes in time. The Striker looks at second here. Steven Isham in third. Newbrow in fourth. Turn 4 for the drivers. Front straightaway. Heavy into the throttle. They're going to need every bit of it. Striker free off the corner a little bit right there. Not a big deal. He's able to run. Cody Kinsey inside the top. Oh, they're wrecking. Caution's going to come out. That's your race. We believe that's going to be your race here. Pace car will be here. I think it was only 1 attempt at a green-white checkered for this race. And I do believe Andrew Payne will lead him around here. Valerie, thank you for the follow out there. Much love to you. Valerie KY13, thank you. Valerie Sky. Valerie Sky. We have a KY13 here. I love it. Andrew Payne coming around. He's going to get his 7th win of the season here. They got free off the corner. A whole lot happened back there. But he does it in style. Strickland will be second. Isham will be third. Newbrow fourth. Kinsey top 5. Jesse Priest will be in 6th. Brandon Banks and Cam Dario swap positions. Dario will be in 7th. Banks will be 8th. And we'll get the race results in a moment. As they bring it out. Valerie Sky 13 out there. Good to see you. David. Good to see you. Mr. Rayburn. Made a Twitch account because sometimes the chat is not turned on here. I appreciate you doing so. Andrew Payne gets a 7th win of the season. And Striker and Steven Isham top 2, 3. DVR top 10 for almost all of the drivers there. Congrats to Steven Isham. As there's no doubt every bit of as intense as you would think here for some good drivers and a good race pace. I appreciate you doing that. And on Twitch is when you're going to be able to see me do my personal gaming stuff too. So hopefully you'll enjoy that over there. Thank you to everybody out there. James, much love to you. Mr. Gresham, thank you so much as well. Thank you to everybody doing that. Thank you for being a part of that. We have a KY13 over here. When I saw Valerie's KY13, I was like, the news followed me? Nah, it's all good. I love it. Payne's going to celebrate. Here's your race results. Brought to you by TrackRacer.com. Remember, there's codes for the Chop Shop Racing in the description, and all the sponsors and everybody out there. Page, Strickland, Isham, that's going to be your top three. Newbrow, fourth. Kinsey, fifth. Jesse Priest, Cam Dario, Brandon Banks, Matt Magner, Kevin Savoy is going to be inside the top 10. Caffrey, Tony Kivitz, Williams, Garrett, Bryden Baker, Roadkin, Porter, Grohalva, all the way to 18th. And the rest of your race results right there. Sam King in 19th. Nick Casey running the numbers for everybody. Much love and appreciation to everybody out there. If you want to know what happened, here's what happened at the white flag. I think Tony was involved in this one. Oh, he was. BBR had a chance for a top, all their drivers being inside the top 10. Here's what happened right here. He had 27 of Matt Magner, got a good run off the corner. Brandon Banks was there. Oh, the 27 was, he just got to the outside, and then, oof. Boy. Either way, Payne's going to celebrate. Going to do so pretty decently here. He's going to kiss the virtual bricks here at the Brickyard. And great race for the drivers. Fantastic race. We love to see it. We love to see these folks get out there and put the hammer to the floor and just enjoy their race strategy, everything that they need to do. Great run, great race for all of the drivers. Let's talk to this guy as he celebrates here. Andrew Payne giving himself a good show here, burning it down here at the Brickyard. Great race. You get your 7th win of the season. You find yourself controlling restarts very nicely here. Story of the race is that you're just able to be very, very fast very early. Walk me through this one.
I mean, first off, just in general for the night was just running smooth, keeping pace. I was just hitting the bottom was huge here. These cars like to slide around a lot, especially here, with how much speed we carry into the corners and how big of a momentum track this is. Just saving tires, not hitting the wall at all. I know there's a couple of guys that did that tonight. After Bristol, I made it a point this week too, with how pit road was, to get in and off a pit road with good speed. Try to keep my consistency of being the fastest one in and out. And it seemed to work. Fuel was a little interesting tonight with some of the cautions we had. But, the car was fast. Clean air was also huge, too. On these restarts, these guys were behind me, and I started to pull away, and, clean air, keeping the tires cool, keeping the car cool, not pushing through the corners. Being up front was probably a big plus tonight.
I definitely showed. I mean, showed on the restarts. If you were able to clear somebody in turn one, you were just smooth sailing and able to hit that mark and be consistent. It was great to see. Great race. Great overall pit strategy. You and Kevin, you guys get in and off pit road so fast. It's amazing. I know he was during that third or fourth pit stop. He was trying to catch up some of that pace to you to be able to duke it out at the end. Because I think he saw that very late in the run, the tires were starting to slick off, and he had a whole different strategy going for himself. But you were able to get in and out of pit road by 2 seconds to most of the drivers, and I think that was one of the bigger compliments that I can say between you and some of the other drivers out there. Pit road is kind of your bread and butter.
Yeah, getting in and out without speeding. I was close a couple times, but I know just personally, I just try to make sure I'm getting under pit road speed before I hit it, and getting in. I know it was interesting. I think both Sam and Kevin both did it. They tried to follow me into pits kind of last minute. I think they both locked up their brakes or wheel hopped big time, and sort of threw themselves out of the chance to win, and which was pretty interesting. Some late pit calls. I wouldn't personally do that myself, just because I know I would wheel hop in and probably ruin my own race. But yeah, getting in and off of pit road is huge, and a lot of these guys tonight, I think, struggled just based on the amount of speed we carry too.
It was a fast racetrack, 196, 197 miles an hour from what we were seeing. Some of the top speeds that some of the cars were carrying. But you're able to do it again, man. Andrew, congratulations on your 7th win of the season. Moving on and going forward, you're going to try to continue those dominating ways. Give your shout outs, man. Congrats once again.
First and foremost, thank you, Jason, and Signature Esports for broadcasting as always and calling some really good races and stuff like that. Hopefully, we can put on some good shows for you. All the admins of Chop Shop for putting in their time and effort to make this league what it is, and all the behind the scenes work that they do. I know how much work goes in, and there's a lot that we don't get to see. The rest of the competitors too, putting on some good races in the last few weeks, going with very minimal cautions or caution free in some of our last races. Some of my personal sponsors, QuickTime Motorsports Media, Hall Metal Fab, Citrus Hat Sawn Mower, V&H Fresh, ASRC, Amplify Esports, and all my teammates, Steven and Chris tonight. And I know Jaron couldn't make it, but them we're working together throughout these races and putting some good strategies together.
Tell you what, it's going to continue to impress. Make sure that you don't miss out and see if Andrew can repeat next week. Andrew, congratulations once again, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yep, thank you.
Always 93 comes home to victor and does so in a great race pace. Let's talk to this guy though, because I was a little worried about him for a little bit, but that last restart kind of he held his own. Striker. The Mr. Strickland man himself. Mike, walk me through this race. Up and down night, but solid finish and solid restart there. What did you need? What else did you need?
Nitro. I wasn't going to catch Andrew.
Oh, hell. Nitro. You needed that little red button.
Yeah. I kind of lucked out into the position that I had. Obviously, poor strategy early on. I didn't take tires and everybody else did. So I mean, really the only strategy I had was a late caution and throw those puppies on and hope that nobody else had tires. And it kind of worked out that way. I think Andrew and Steven, I'm not sure if they saved a set or not, but they were strong enough, especially Steven, to hold me off for a couple of laps. And then on that one caution, that last caution, I made sure I put my nose in there. If Steven wanted the position, he was going to have to come across the nose. So he obviously gave me enough room, and I was able to sneak by and grab that second place spot.
Second place is nothing to sneeze at here when it comes to running 90 laps at this racetrack. Comes a long race, becomes tedious about hitting your corner. And one of the things that Andrew said, he said clean air was his best friend. Getting in and out of pit road was good, but clean air is what really did it. I watched how cars would lose speed and tighten up here in the Xfinity car when it came to dirty air, not just for the driver that was pushing, but for the driver that was being pushed. That second or quote unquote the second place car there would often lose a lot of ground if he had a car right on his back bumper.
Yeah, I personally was fighting the car the whole way. It was a top 5 car for the most part, but I was tight in, loose out, and then you'd get around some dirty air, and it would actually make it way tighter, substantially tighter, at least on entry through the middle. And you'd have to modulate the gas on exit just to make sure you don't spin out and take somebody out. So it was a battle. It was 90 laps of just pure on the edge of your seat type driving. You got a little ticky-tacky there at the end with some of those restarts. But overall, it was a fun race. I would have liked to seen that last lap. You never know. Maybe Andrew botches one of those entries and gives me an opening there. I sure would have loved to have that opportunity, but overall I'm happy with the second place finish.
Now we gotta find a way to make sure that you gotta have to make Andrew start at the tail end of the field. He's not allowed to qualify.
So he was telling us earlier this week that he really enjoys this track, so we knew we had our work cut out for us. I know Kevin was fast early on, Jesse, Sam King. It would have been nice to have those guys up front and give him a run for his money. But some of those guys either got some damage or was in the back of the pack, so they really didn't get a chance. So it was really just up to me and Steven. And at that point, it's money in the bag for Andrew. He's He's just on another level.
And he shows it every week. Mike, always a pleasure, man, and get to talk to you, especially when you get a top 3 night. It's always a ton of fun. Give you shout outs, man. Congrats on a P2.
It's good to have you back. I'm glad you sound a lot better. I hope everything's on the up and up with you. Thank you again for everything that you do. Signature Esports is the best broadcaster out there. Just want to give a couple shout outs to my mom, my sisters, my brother-in-law Ricky, my wife Karina, my 2 daughters Peyton and Aubrey, my dog Memphis. They were all hanging out watching this race tonight, and we will see you on Sunday on Next Gen.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow more information about the absolute definitive answer of what's going on with Jason over here. So, but
you sound better. You sound better. Everything's good. Remember, we're always there for you. If you need anything, please let us know. We appreciate everything you do.
Oh, it's all good, but family's most important. And the family getting out there, and the dog is the most important family you can get. I get mine that sit behind me too, so it's all.
It's part of the family.
Right, Mike. We'll see you coming up here very soon.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Always in the 29, killing it, and does a fantastic job. Last but not least, 3rd place finisher here today. A strong car all night. Steve Addition from Camden, Delaware. Steven, walk me through this one. This one was I don't know how to describe it. It looked fun, but it looked tiring.
It was painful. The cautions killed any strategy we had. Then I lost second on that last green-white checkered, so. But I'll take 3rd.
Take 3rd over Stryker said that he was going to put his nose down there. He had to put his nose down there because you were holding him off pretty well. And he said he's going to have to come across my nose, and if he wanted it, and he was going to fight for it. He said that you were his competition. He's like, Andrew again on another level, just kind of pushed himself out there. But what do you need what did you need for Andrew? That was the big tell for the night. What did we need for him?
I had nothing for him, nothing at all. I was content with 2nd, and then those cautions just, I don't know. We had 1st and 2nd in the bag, pretty much, and then the cautions, late race cautions came out.
Late race cautions can always be detrimental to the race. Speeds, tightness of the car. How did it feel? I mean, the B car has gone through some major changes over the last 6 months. How did it feel out there? I mean, I know the fuel makes these cars light as snot. It just seemed like it would be free, but I was talking to Stryker about the dirty air, kind of tightening up the cars and making it look like it appear by the numbers that somebody on your back bumper actually slowed your car up.
Yeah, it was definitely a little tight on entry and loose on exit, but if you got out of it a good amount of time early into the corner, tap your brake a little bit, get that nose turned, you can get a good run off. As long as you're not, slamming on your throttle, you're gonna lose it. But if you feather that throttle right, it felt all right. I have no idea what clean air felt like, so only Andrew could tell anyone that.
Well, I'm hoping we see that change here very soon. 10th in points coming into this race. This is a good finish for you to be able to stack some of those points up as well. Going into this is the 15th race of the season. Looking forward, where do you find your next track to be? Because we got Indianapolis, we got Rockingham next week, Texas after that, Atlanta the next 3. Where do you kind of push yourself to outshine and be that next racetrack that you want to be cleared of?
I'm pretty good at Rockingham. Atlanta's, I don't know if we're one of the new or old ones, so that's kind of a wild card. If it's the new one, put your name in the hat, pull it out pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then, would you say Texas? Texas, I think I finished top 5 there. I had a late race blunder there. I hit the wall, I remember, so I lost 2 positions on that. But, I don't know. I'll just stay consistent as I usually am and try to hold on to 2nd in points. I didn't really want Stryker to finish ahead of me because he's behind me in points. So, and I lost points from the Bristol race. My electric went out, so I couldn't run that race.
Right.
So, just I mean, there's no catching Andrew, so my competition is striker pretty much now. So
Well, full send, bumper to bumper action, full send. That's what I want to see.
pretty much.
All right, man. Well, Steven, always a pleasure to talk to you. I know that you've got some talent behind that wheel, and we love seeing what you guys do each and every week to battle each other. But give your shout outs, man. Top 3 nights, still a good night on my part.
Give a shout out to you. Awesome broadcast you put on, and as always, Chop Shop, John and Striker have made a pretty good league. Shout out to Amplify Esports, the boys, Andrew, Chris, and all of them. Strategize every week, usually works out. And I can't wait for the next gen race on Sunday. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, next gen's been a good. I've been very, very, very happy to see the quality of racing over there.
Yeah, I finally got a win on last Sunday. So
yeah, I know, and I wasn't there. I'm so sorry. I really.
You were there, but you were hurting. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I was there, but like I just had to.
Yeah.
Give yourself.
Oh.
You know what? I tell you what, YouTube was great all the way up until about 4 minutes ago when I got good old spam bot in there again.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I think everyone gets that.
It's
gotta be. Yeah. I go into people's chat and that's all that's in there. It seems like.
Like it's gaming. There's not like
right.
like why are we putting? Hey, come see my dating website in I don't get it. I caught it all the way.
I see it on Twitch right now. The restream bot. Yeah.
I caught it all the way up until I don't know, 5 minutes ago. Yeah. So the new system worked until 5 minutes ago. They figured something out. Steven, always a pleasure. Any more shout outs you need to give, man?
Nah, that's everything, man. I will talk to you Sunday, hopefully.
Yep, I hope so. Hope he gets another one out there and rock and rolls like he needs to. Steven Isham, your P3 finisher. Appreciate you, man.
See ya.
Always, that's the man himself. He's gonna go and ask him. Sorry about that, folks. I don't like it's dang old stuff. Heard him say bad things to Alexa about the way his car's driving. Strickland dude is he's mean. It's all good. All right, folks. I don't like bots, but I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry about the stuff. I may have to take Restream out of the systems to do that, but I like to see what you guys are doing out there, folks. I appreciate it. Really, thank you to everybody out there for tuning in tonight. Voices will get a little bit hoarse right now, so because it's a good race. It was a really good race. Tomorrow, depending on everything, how everything goes tomorrow, we should have the podcast tomorrow, so we'll get that kind of rocking and rolling. I want to talk to Mark Beverly about their new season, what they've got going on. If you haven't checked out Chop Shop on their Facebook page or their Facebook group, go do that. Goat Racing, thank you for the share. Go to Goat Racing 23. He's recruiting some drivers as well for their series. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see what they're going to be doing with that because I'm a big proponent of Goat Racing. They're part of my streams as well. I'll share their stuff over and make sure that they've got some things going on. Much love, folks. I appreciate you as always. And I'm going to host somebody. Actually, let's do something on Twitch here. Let's put you over. LSR Gaming is playing some Call of Duty. We'll send you over there on Twitch. Have fun. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. I appreciate you as always.